just got out the shower, and honestly, I finished making dinner, and what did I do? I sat downstairs for like 10 minutes, and then I was just like, I need to go up because I really want to have a shower. But I got upstairs and I just sat here for like half an hour or maybe more. And then just a minute ago, I was like, get in the shower, Jode. So I just forced myself to get in the shower and yeah, feel fresh because it's been a super hot day today. I did just wash my face. I did just cleanse my face, but I had mascara on today, and I just felt like maybe all the mascara weren't completely off, but it is, so that's good. So I can, because I have to really make sure that my skin is super clean. Kamali, be quiet. What am I doing? Okay, so yeah, I have to make sure my skin's super duper clean before I start doing whatever I'm going to do to it. This is almost done. This is the toner that I get from Aldi's. My body's so dry, I so need to cream myself, but like you guys know, if you've watched any of my other vlogs and you've seen me just getting out the shower, my skincare on my face needs to go first because my hands are clean and I don't want to get my like body moisturizer on my face with my other products, so I have to do my face first. Oh, by the way guys, this is the Primark bra that I got the other day, the pack of 2. It's so nice. Oh my god, I put it on and it's so comfy. I got it in the size, what size did I go up to? 22, 24. So I think this is a 22, 24, and it just feels so nice. And also the briefs that I got, the knickers, I call them knickers, but I know they're named as briefs or whatever. They were in a size 14, 16, and I was like, oh no, I picked up the wrong size. But I've got them on. That's how super duper stretchy this material is. They're so comfortable. I just thought, you know what, let's try a pair on, and they fit. So happy days. So yeah, I've got a pair of the black short pants on and this little top because it's so hot. So I'm just gonna not put pajamas on. I'm just gonna be free. And yeah, it's just me and the boys in the house. I know some people probably think, oh my god, how can you walk around like that in front of your kids? But you know what, a body's a body. It's when you start making it sexual that then it becomes an issue. But in our household, we don't do that. A body's a body, and you know, I'm their mum at the end of the day. We go on holiday and I wear a bikini, so what's the difference? I think that was like the hardest thing for my partner to get to grips with, like when he see me sort of like walk out of my bedroom in my kind of underwear, and he was like, oh my god, you've got 2 sons. And I was like, so? And he was like, you can't walk around like that. And I said, why not? I said, I'm not naked. I've got a bra and I've got briefs on, like I've got knickers on. He was like, no, you can't walk around like that. That's weird. And I said, no, it's not. I said, a body's a body. Like, there shouldn't be anything, you know, anything wrong with that. And also, I said, I go on holiday with my kids all the time and I walk around in a bikini. So what's the difference? But he's used to it now. I'm like, I'm not changing for no one. You know what? At the end of the day, I grew up like that. My mum would walk around with a blimmin' everything out. And you know, I got brothers. I'm like, I have an older sister, but she didn't live with us, and I lived with all my brothers. And my mum was pretty much like a blimmin' nudist. So she was always sitting there with her baps out and sitting on her bed and whatever. The weirdest thing is, what did I just put on my face? Okay, so I put my serum on. So I put my serums on. Let me get my Paula's Choice. This is to help with any redness or dark spots. Yeah, the funny thing is, my dad was so like private. So it was like one extreme. My dad and my mum were like the polar opposites. My mum would walk around, get out of the shower, and you know, she wouldn't even feel, you know, want to blink an eyelid at, you know, getting unchanged in front of us as kids and as adults, really. But my dad, he used to get out of the shower, and his towel, I've got a little spot on here, and it's made a dark mark, so I need to try and get rid of it. So yeah, my dad would literally walk out the shower with his towel under his armpits. Like, I've never seen a man do that ever. Men normally put their towel around their waist, but yeah, my dad used to walk out with his towel under his armpits. I never ever saw like my dad's body in that sense until he was older, and then he obviously he had a stroke, and so I took care of him, and that included, you know, having to, you know, do the things that carers do. So yeah, like, you know, and I can just imagine, you know, at that time he, you know, he was older, and he, you know, there was nothing he could do about it. But thinking about it now, he must have been probably died inside, because it just wasn't who he was as a person. Like, he never showed off his body and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think like he was insecure or anything, but I think it was just the way he was raised. It's so weird because my dad, this is so weird because my dad, like my partner, my fiance, he reminds me of my dad. And they do say that like you normally, well, I've seen research that like people go for like men normally go for women like their mum, and women normally go for men like their dad. And in my case, like, that is so true, especially in my brother's cases as well. Like, their wives are pretty much, they actually remind me of like my mum. And yeah, like my my fiance Kenny, he just reminds me of my dad. Like, just obviously they're not from the same part in Africa, but they're both African. He's probably about the same height as my dad, or my dad was probably a little bit shorter, and my mum was taller than my dad. So how ironic that, you know, we look like the way my mum and dad used to look, because my mum used to tower over my dad. So yeah, he's short like my dad. His body, like, you know, that kind of, you know, muscly sort of thick body, reminds me of my dad. And just like his work ethic and just the way he is, like how loving he is. And I mean, I've never felt so loved by a man ever. I feel like in my life, I've just gone off complete topic, haven't I? I feel like in my life, I've always felt like I had to be the protector, provider, and you know, look, at the end of the day, like, that will never really go away in that sense. Like, I've got children, I feel like I have to protect them and provide for them. But you know, in my, like, when I was married to the children's dad, I always kind of felt like he was just like a third child of mine. So I never really had that sense of like feeling like I could let my barriers down, or feeling like, I don't know, like somebody can take care of me. I've never had that feeling of like somebody taking care of me. I've always felt like I have to look after myself. And I mean, up until when I met Kenny, like I was always like, I do everything myself. I can, you know, I can do anything. I don't need a man in that sense. And I mean, I don't. Like, I'm so content in myself. Like, I can just rock who I am with myself. I'm like not one of these people that, you know, always feels like they need to be with someone and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I'm very comfortable being alone, and just handling my own, and even like raising my children and stuff. But yeah, Kenny is like the first man that I've been with that I actually feel like I can be very feminine. Although I am feminine kind of like to look at. I love like makeup and all stuff like that, but I'm very like my exterior, I'm always like this, like I'm always feeling like I need to be strong. But like, yeah, with him, he kind of just makes me feel like I can just let my guard down and just like not have to feel like I'm in control all the time. Like I feel like I can trust him to be able to take care of stuff and, you know, get things done. So can you hear him in the room? Honestly. So yeah, like I don't know how we even got onto this topic, but yeah, I mean, how did we get onto this topic? What was we talking about? Showers and being naked and I don't know. I don't know. I'm here like creaming myself while I'm talking to you. So yeah, but yeah, so I've just had a shower. I haven't had any dinner because, you know, like when you cook dinner and stuff like that, then you don't really feel like eating. But I'm sure like in a little while I will. Like I really like don't want to eat that food that I made because I really don't want to eat fried chicken. But oh my god, I had a little taste and it tastes so good. And like I said, like it always makes a difference to steam your meat before, especially if you haven't had time to like marinate your food and leave it for a while for it to like really you know, for it to really like get its like flavor from this, like the spices and herbs and spices that you put in. Definitely steam it first. It will really make a difference. It honestly, it really just infuses, I don't know, infuses, steaming it really infuses the yeah, like the flavor. I'm filming. What do you want?
Oh, you're filming?
Yes.
Is it still on?
Yes.
Why is it still on?
Because it is. What do you want? Come on, let's go. There's... Ooh. Oh, how pretty. It's lovely. Oh, it's candy. Look over here, Bar. Look who I'm with, guys. The bestie. We're gonna have a bit of brunch, I think it is, because it's not really lunchtime yet, is it? And it's, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, this is where I wanted to go. Let's go and have a look and see what the menu looks like. This afternoon tea room. So pretty in here. Come, let's have a look. Oh, is this the place? Yeah. So nice. Afternoon tea. Sweetener. Sure. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Alright, just
Yum.
chat.
Will do. Thank you. Ooh. This is how we do lunch. So what do you like to have? What do you put on first? The cream and then the jam, or the jam and then the cream? I'd like to know. This is like the biggest topic when everybody has cream afternoon tea and they have a scone and cream. There's a debate. There's always a debate. What goes first on the?
I think the jam before the cream, so it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think so.
You lay it with it's like a cake with the jam.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think you put the jam first,
And
then you put
then the cream. Yeah,
That's
I
my
agree.
thinking.
Let's do it that way.
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's go. Spotted inside the jam. I don't know if it's going to focus. Focus. There we go. Life is sweet. How cool. Barbara just said life's sweet, and I was like, yeah, it is right. And she was like, no, that's what it says on the lid.
Right? That is actually very sweet.
It is.
It's the way you see it. Life is beautiful.
You've got to take
your life.
You've got to take the
in your
goodness
own
out of
small
everything.
way.
Yeah,
Enjoy your life. It's
for sure.
sweet.
For sure, I agree. So we actually both did this. We put the jam on one half and then the cream on the other half, and we're just gonna basically
Stick it together.
yeah, there we go. Tell me what you think, because she's never had it before.
I have, but not this way.
Oh, and what do you think? It's good, right?
Life is actually sweet. More sweeter.
I mean, I only first had this not that long ago, and my friend, she obviously brought me for afternoon tea, and that was the first time I tasted proper cream and jam on a scone, and it's delightful.
You want some tea?
Yes, please.
The Weaver brand.
Hey loves. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered. Today has been a really nice day actually. I spent the day with one of my best friends. I've got two best friends. And yeah, it was really nice. She came down because she wanted to get her nails done, and the shop is right near my home. So we took a drive. I needed to go to Nissan to sort something out with my car, so I did that, and then from there I said, should we go for like lunch or something, or brunch, because it's not yet 12. I don't think it was anyway, and we ended up going, as you saw, to this lovely afternoon tea place just near in the high street where I live, and yeah, it was really nice because I've actually been there before. My other best friend took me there for my birthday last year, and it was so nice, and so I wanted to take Barbara, my other best friend, for her birthday, but she was working on her birthday, so we didn't actually get around to it. So we went today. It was really nice. We didn't have afternoon tea in the sense that we didn't have the whole shabam, because you have to book it, and I didn't know that. So we walked in and was like, can we have afternoon tea for two? And she was like, oh, we normally have bookings for that. So we just picked off of the straight menu, and I had an egg mayo panini, and it come with a lovely little salad with some balsamic vinegar on, and some coleslaw, and she had coronation chicken. So yeah, that was really nice. And then for dessert we had a scone each, you see that anyway. So yeah, it was really, really nice. And then we went to, there's like a charity place not far from where I live, and I'm always buying stuff from there. Like, I literally find the best bargains, especially because where I live there's a lot of people that are quite well off, so the things that get donated are like amazing, and the prices are so good. I mean, I love getting a bargain, so and I don't mind buying pre-loved stuff. So yeah, I always go and have a look in there. It was my mum, she loved it there. So, oh god, my arm's hurting. I so need to get, oh god, my bra's showing. I so need to get a car thing. Actually, I'll do that in a minute. I'll sit and order that. Yeah, so she said, can you take me to that place? I've got the windows open because it's so hot. So she said, can you take me to that place? So we was on our way to the charity place, and there was this little old lady walking in down the centre of the road. Actually, I'm going to do the windows up because it is quite noisy, isn't it? Bear with. Oh no, I have to turn the car on. Where's the keys? Oh, sorry guys. It's quite a noisy road where I'm at. There we go, that's better. So there was like a little old lady walking in the road right through the middle of the road, and I was like, oh my god, why is that lady walking in the middle of the road? And she was hunched over, so her body was like kind of like bent over in like an L shape. Obviously maybe, I don't know, old age and arthritis maybe, I'm not sure, but she was walking along, and it's 32 degrees today, so hot. And we drove past her, like, although she was in the middle of the road, there was enough room for us to get past, but then there was like another man walking down from the other end, so he was quite an elderly man, and so we watched, and then I was like, that's not right, like, why is she walking in the middle of the road on her own? So my friend was like, no, let's go back and make sure she's okay. So we I turned the car around, and my friend just got out, and she went down to walk to her, and then I sort of drove down towards them, and I think my friend said to the man, are you with this lady? And he was like, no, she's okay, leave her alone. That's what he said to my friend. And I was like, that's like rude. And you know I shouldn't, but in my head I just thought, did he say that because maybe she was black? And I just have this thing in my head. She's a dark black lady. I live in a predominantly white area, and you know, you don't really see a lot of black people where I live, so I don't know whether he meant it in a malicious way or not. I don't know, but I just felt like, why would you say that if he doesn't know her, and he wasn't walking towards her? How does he know that she's okay? And why should my friend leave her alone? Like, my friend's just checking on her. My friend's a nurse, you know, she looks after, you know, elderly people and all people all the time, and she's just like that in their nature, and actually so am I. So you know, my friend said, do you know the lady? And he was like, no, but she's fine, leave her alone. So my friend just ignored him, and my friend went and like spoke to him, was just like, hello love, are you okay? And she was like like that, and she said, where are you going, like that? And then she said that she was going to the charity place, and like, so I could hear by then because I was there. And I said, we're going there. I said, would you like a lift? I said, you can jump in and I'll take you down there. And she said, oh yes please. So my friend like put her in the car, because she could barely walk. Like, I don't know what she was doing, walking on her own. And then I said to her, do you live round here? She said, no. And then she told me where she lived. She lived in the area that I live in, but in the area I live in, there's all different places, and she lived like 2 buses away from where. So she said, I've been on 2 buses. She said, I think I've been walking for about 2 hours. And I'm like, oh my god, because I don't live in the city, and I kind of live where there's all like country lanes. The buses sometimes go down some of the country lanes, so I live like where there's all country lanes. And I was just like, oh my god. And I said to her, what are you doing coming all the way down here on your own? She said, my washing machine broke down, I need to get a washing machine. And I was like, oh bless you, like that. So I said, take a minute. And I didn't have any water in the car, so we got to the place, and I said, take a minute. And then we got her out of the car, and we took her in there, and then she kind of walked off to the washing machines. And then when the man was serving her, I said, excuse me, and he was like, hold on, I'm just serving her. I said, oh no, I just want to say, like, her name was Daphne. I'm not going to call her, because I asked her name, and her name was Daphne. I said, we just you know, we just picked her up off the road. She was walking through the middle of the road. She's very hot, and could you give her some water, please, and just let her sit down for a minute? So she said, oh, thank you. So she went and sat down. She picked the washing machine that she wanted. Me and my friend ended up picking up two aircon machines, which great, because it's 32 degrees, it's so hot, and you know, it's one of those ones you can pack it away. It's got wheels on it, so you can pack it away and get it out when you need to. So yeah, we luckily, like, there was two of them in there, so, and they looked like literally brand new, and when I googled them, they're like £450 to buy new, and we got them for like £40 each. I was like, yeah. So we bought one of those each, and my friend bought a steamer, because I picked up a Shark steamer from there a couple of weeks back, and I was just telling her, like, it's the best thing ever. And it had all the pieces with it. I've dropped my drink. It had all of the pieces with it, and the pads were brand new, and I got it for like £12, and I was like, oh my god. And when I googled it, it's like 160 or 170 pound. Obviously it's pre-loved, so well, I think it'd been used because the pads were brand new. So, but I was just like telling her how wonderful it is, and she was saying, oh my god, it kills me to mop all my floors, because she's literally got all laminated floors throughout her whole house. And I was like, I can imagine. And I showed her my steamer this morning, and I said to her, maybe if we go to the charity place, they might have one, you never know. So luckily there was one. What make was it? It was a Vax one, and she got all like extra attachments to hers, and I was like, oh, fancy. So yeah, she picked up one of those, and she also picked up like a cordless Hoover, which I also have a cordless Hoover, because I actually bought a Dyson Hoover, brand new. Had it for about 6 years, and then it just was on its way out, and I had to get rid of it. And I found it really handy than having to get my big Dyson out and hoover all the time. And I'm just such a clean freak. I've got OCD, like I'm always wanting to like keep the areas clean, hoover about 1,000,000 times, and so having like a lightweight kind of one that you can just, you know, fling about at the end of the night is so helpful. So I found one in there, a Shark one, and I was showing her, and she was like, oh my god, that's so good. So she ended up being able to get one. Her one wasn't collapsible. Mine's like collapsible, it folds up, and yeah, it's wonderful. But the one she got was really good. It was a Bush, I think, the one that she got, and I think she picked that up for 20 quid. So yeah, we got some bargains. But the lady was sitting by the pay bit, and I heard her saying to the man, do you know where I can get the bus from? And I said to her, I'll take you to the bus stop, like that. And she said, oh, thank you very much. So we got her in the car, and then I couldn't find the bus stop that she needed, and then eventually I found it. But she said she had to get 2 buses, and I just thought, no. And I was like, can I take you home? And she said, oh, what did she say? She said, only if you don't mind. And I was like, of course I don't mind. And so she told me where she lives, and she lived about 15 minutes from my house, and I was like, I can't let her get on the bus. And she just seemed like she would get heat stroke if she didn't already have it. I was just like so worried about her. So yeah, we drove her all the way home, and then my friend got her out of the car and took her to her door, bless her. And she was so grateful, and she just kept saying thank you very much. But yeah, it would be on my mind. It would have been on my mind if I just dropped her to the bus stop and just left her there. Like, I would be thinking, I wonder if she got home okay, and it would have bothered me. So yeah, like yeah, we took her home, bless her. And then after that we went to the nail shop, and my friend was in a rush, and she was like, I really need to get back because I'm cooking a roast today. And I was like, oh my god, 32 degrees cooking a roast on a weekday, and she was like, yeah, you know, the kids are always moaning because I always cook African food, so I like to have a little bit of a, you know, mix and match through the week. So she was like, I'm gonna do a roast today. She said that she had some turkey legs that she'd got out the freezer and she needed to go back and season them a little bit. Put, you know, she does amazing roast turkey. Like her turkey at Christmas is just it's perfection. So I said to her, you're not going to do all the trimmings, are you? She said, no, just roast potatoes and veg and gravy. So like veg and two veg and meat. Is that how you say it? I don't know. So yeah, and then I was actually in a bad mood this morning. Like I got up, I was okay. I was really, really tired yesterday. I didn't feel great. I fell asleep really early, then ended up waking at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I started to drift back about 5:30, but I normally get up, my alarm goes at 6 o'clock. And then when I got up, I got the boys up at 7. I was like, right, come on, get in the shower. So my youngest Kamali got in the shower first, and then Zion went to go get in the shower, and he'd been downstairs. He gets up and does a little bit of training. He exercises in the morning, and then he just goes out into the garden and just shoots a few hoops because he's going to be a basketball player. I mean, I have every faith in him, but yeah, he's so dedicated. So he come upstairs, and I was like, come on, get ready for school now. And he went to get in the shower, and the shower wouldn't work, and I was like, what the bloody hell? So we was like trying to turn the electrics off from like in the fuse box up to kind of reboot it. That wasn't doing anything. Then I was like pressing all the buttons on the shower, and it just wouldn't. It was just flashing, flash. So yeah, I was just so annoyed because it's so hot, and like you need to have a shower. So that was annoying. And then I tried to phone the contractor who actually installed it, and he wasn't answering the phone. I was just like so annoyed because it's something to do with the way that like they've installed it. So yeah, that just put me in a bit of a bad mood because I had to stand at the sink and try and give myself a basin wash in this heat. Yeah, and it's still not fixed, but the day was really nice. I just forgot about that and just got on with my day. And then yeah, we went and had our nails done. I actually stayed in the shop, and she when her nails were done, she went home. She didn't actually get her nails done. She just got her dipping that she had on her nails removed. We both have the dipping on our nails, so these are my nails, and I have that dipping powder. My mouth feels so dry. So yeah, so I just decided to go with French. I love French. It's just so classic and goes with everything, and I couldn't think of a colour that I wanted. Sometimes I have this set mind, oh yeah, I really want this colour, but this time I needed to have my nails done, and I just didn't have like a colour in mind. So I was just like, oh, I'll just go with French. These are a little bit more about £5 more, but when you go to the nail shop over and over, they stamp your cards, and then you I think after 5 times, my arm's aching, after 5 times you get 20% off. So normally I will get if I want to have French, I'll normally get the French when I get that 20% off. And then I'll also book my pedicure. So I would normally have, when I have my 20% off, I'll normally have my pedicure, but they didn't have time to fit me in because we was really late to our appointment because of taking the lady home. I couldn't just leave her, and I was just like, if it means I have to get my nails done tomorrow, then so be it. But when we got there, she was like, I can do your hands, but there's no time to fit you in for feet. So she said, come tomorrow at 11 and we'll do your feet then. So I said, that's fine. So yeah, so I got 20% off my hands and my feet because I paid for them together, and I'll just go and have them done tomorrow. So yeah, but we had a really good day. And I am actually sitting in the car for about an hour and a half because my eldest son is trying out for a team that he really wants to get on. He has tried out for teams in London, and he got 2 places on 2 Premier teams, which is amazing because you know, he didn't start playing basketball properly until after COVID. So he is literally like playing with boys that have been playing since they were like 7 years old. I mean, he dabbled a little bit when he was a bit younger, but yeah, he started to like take it serious and join a club after COVID. And when I tell you, he is absolutely amazing. He's such a good basketball player. So yeah, like I said to him, like, no matter what the outcome, don't let it stop you, and remember, like, you have come so far. You are playing with boys that have been training and playing since they were like 6, 7 years old. So, you know, and you're at the same level as them boys, and you started after COVID when you was, you know, going into year 9. So he was like, how old is that? 12, 13, 13, 14. So no, not 14, he was 13, about 13. So yeah, so he's been playing properly for about 3 years, and yeah, he's amazing. Like, he's got so much like dedication, he's got so much like in him that wants it. So, and I like that, and it's not by me, he's all by him. Like, I support my boys in, you know, what they want to do, and yeah, as long as they've got a focus, that's all I care about. As long as they've got something that they want to do and they set their mind to it, that's all I care about. I'm not one of these parents are like, you have to do this, you need to be a lawyer, you need to be a doctor. You know, at the end of the day, everyone finds happiness in their own way. And like I said to him, he really wants to do basketball. He's so excellent at PE. So he's going to go to college. He's going to go to a college stroke uni. But he needs to be playing in a Premier team. But he's got a place in 2 Premier teams. But he needs to either accept them or decline them very soon. But he wants this so bad. So we're hoping and praying that he gets this one. And yes, so for his uni and college, he needs to be playing for a Premier team. It's one of the best in the UK, which is amazing. And he will be studying the course like to do with PE and stuff like that. So, you know, he could take many different avenues with the course that he'll be doing. He could be a physio, he could be a PE teacher, he could be a fitness trainer, he could be a nutritionist. So anything to do with the body, that he's really into that. And, you know, I'm like, go for it. But obviously I'd said to him, like, you know, I really want you to learn a trade as well, because he's dyslexic, and I know he's going to do fab in the course that he does. But, you know, before I knew he had this interest, I always said to him, if you don't, you know, if you come out of school and, you know, you feel like you don't want to go into like further education like that, then you need to learn a trade. And yeah, we obviously had a speak about it, and, you know, he loves everything to do with hair and fashion. And yeah, obviously his uncle's a barber. You know, my brother's got his own shop. He's had his own shop for years, and I mean, he's my brother's, honestly, he cuts for famous people. He does Diversity's hair and stuff like that. The boys in Diversity, like, he's got a few you know, high kind of people that he cuts. And, you know, his shop's always busy. So yeah, he has learned. So Zion said he wanted to learn to cut hair, and that's what he's done. I went on Shein and I ordered him a load of stuff. Like, they've got a section all for barbers, and I've ordered him a load of stuff like the apron, so that he can start cutting hair from home. And I said that, you know, I'll set him up a little station, so he will have ways to make his own money, like earn his own money, make his own money. You know, at the end of the day, like, we have to, with our children, like, we really have to, you know, encourage them to find something that they can make money from, something that they love. Because so many children, like, in this day and age, they go and do bad stuff to get money, you know, and I don't ever wish that for my children. touch wood, like my boys, you know, Zan's in year 11 and I've never been called in a school for anything, like apart from maybe talking too much in class, which I mean, I'll put my hands up, I was a bit like that at school. You know, once or twice I've been called that, you know, he's talking in class. I've never been called for anything, no fighting, no disrespecting the teacher, and I have to pat myself on the back for that. I really do, because, you know, some people, I hear them talking about their kids and, you know, they can barely get their kids to school. My other best friend, she has so much issues with her daughter going to school. Like, I do not envy her. So yeah, I feel like I'm really, really happy in that sense. My friend's daughter, like my friend said, you know, their school said to her, you know, why don't she go college a few days a week as well as come to school maybe once or twice, because they were struggling to get her to school and stuff. And yeah, I mean, she started doing a hairdressing course in college, and she, you know, she couldn't even stick to that. She was like, I don't like it. So yeah, my friend has so much issues, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so I do feel very blessed. I feel very blessed to have the boys that I have. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just sitting in a car for an hour and a half waiting, because I am quite a fair way away from home, so I can't just drive all the way home. And Kamali, my youngest, he's actually at rugby training tonight. Luckily I got him sorted, and he's got a lift to rugby and a lift home. So yeah, he should get home around the same time that I should get home. So yeah, because I can't split myself in two places. Honestly, the amount of times that I've needed to do that. But yeah, but anyways, I've had a good day, and that's basically what I got up to today. I don't know if I should end the vlog here or if I should continue tomorrow. I think I'll continue tomorrow because it's Friday tomorrow. And then yeah, I'll end it tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys and tell you what I've been up to. And yeah, I'm gonna sit back and listen to some music for a while until he comes out, and I've got my fingers crossed, my toes crossed that this session goes well for him. Hello loves. I look a bit worse for wear today. It has been so hot. It's been about 31 degrees. It's very, very warm. And yeah, I'm just knackered. Yeah, and the body, whew, let's not talk about the body pain. But I'm riding through it as I do. Today I went and got my feet done because I didn't have time to do my feet yesterday. I wanted to film and show you the massage that I get when I have my feet done. Oh, honestly, I mean, I really only go because I just love the massage. I did ask before, do you just do massages and not just feet? And the man was like, no, it's like a pedicure. So yeah, I mainly have a pedicure done because obviously I want to maintain my feet and make sure that they don't get too dry at the back. So I'm always making sure that I have that done for that reason. But I think the main reason is the massage. It's the best. So what else was I going to say? Oh yes, I have some good news, guys. I just got a call from the hospital. They gave me my new surgery date. So I'm happy, but I'm like, oh shit, 4 weeks of doing the liver shrinkage diet again. But I feel more positive about it this time because I know I can do it, because I did it for nearly 10 days before, so I know I can do it. So I'll be starting my liver shrinkage diet on the 18th of September, and then I'm due to have my surgery on the, no, I'm due to start my liver shrinkage diet on the 18th of September, and I'm due to have my surgery on the 20th of October. So yeah, it's all systems go. What else was I going to say? I can't remember what else I was going to say. I don't know. I've just been working today. I had loads of things to do indoors. So, oh, burning my pan. Let's take that off a minute. I had loads of things to get on and do indoors. So I did that. And now I've picked up my youngest Kamali from school, and he's got a friend over staying tonight. So I'm just about to cook them some dinner. Oh my god, I need to dye my hair, I need to wash my hair. There's so much. Look at the greys, guys. I'm gonna do some fried rice. I cooked some rice, went upstairs and completely forgot about it, and then I smelt burning. I was like, ah, the rice. So I ran downstairs. I managed to save most of it, but it was like literally crisp rice all around the edging of the pot. So yeah, so at the moment I am, let's pull this down, I'm just about to cook some, I got picked up this reduced pack of diced pork, so I'm going to do pork fried rice, and I'm going to give it a little rinse first. Let me just give it a bit of a rinse. So can't see my head because there we go. So I've just put the mince. Shall I show you the food? Let's show you the food. There we go. So that there. Trying to get a good angle for you guys. There we go. So I've just put the diced pork in. There's a little bit of a frozen bit there. And I'm literally just frying it off. And then I'm going to add some seasonings in, which is going to be, have I got any, spice. Okay, so I'm going to brown this off. I'm actually going to start putting the seasoning now. So I have some garlic granules, I have some ginger, oops, I have some Chinese fried spice. So I got an incoming call, guys. So sorry, but I have added the I've added some shrimp in it, some prawns, and what else? Oh, I added some pork seasoning. And I also added my favourite trusty Maggi. So yeah, this flavours, it actually tastes really, really yummy. And now I'm going to add some vegetables in. Let me get some peas out of the freezer. I'm going to add some peas in. Peas. We love peas. turn the heat up a little bit. I normally have some mixed veg in my freezer, but I've run out and I could only find the peas. So I had some fresh carrots in the fridge. So I chopped them up and I popped them in the microwave to cook a bit, because otherwise they're going to take too long. And so they're quite soft, so I'm going to throw them in now. So here are the carrots that I've did in the microwave. So I've got the heat up high. So I've had quite a lot of rice in, just tasted it. It tastes super duper yummy, so much, packed full of flavour. And I've turned it down a little bit because I don't want it to burn. And I'm going to go in again with my Maggi, because this is my favourite thing. I probably will add a little bit of soy sauce. Let me get the soy sauce. Oh, let's get some soy sauce. Okay, so I only have dark soy sauce, so I'm only going to go in with a little bit, like so, because I actually like the colour of it. So let's keep it quite light. Let's turn it up a bit. I was going to add some egg in it, but I don't think I'm going to this time. I normally do, but I can't be bothered. It's just so hot standing over this fire, and I don't want to stand over it for any longer than I have to. So there's no egg going in today. I'd normally just crack the egg straight on top. I guess it's not going to be that much, like that difficult to do, but I just tasted it. It tastes really good like it is, so I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I just want to make sure I've got all of the lumps out. Guys, if you could smell this right now, I think that should be okay. I'll turn it off. Let's have a little taste. Just for a little bit more. So that is pork fried rice. Yummy. So I've just had a wash. I don't know if I mentioned, because I've done so much footage, I don't know what I've said and what I haven't, but my shower has broken down, and yesterday morning, so nobody has been able to have a proper shower, which is, honestly, I was so cross and upset. Yes, I think I did mention it. So yeah, do you know what? I will say the luckiest thing for me is because I've got a wet room. So I just filled up the basin, the sink, and literally just got like a jug and just kept throwing water over myself. Well, this is what I've done for the last 2 days. Thrown loads of water over myself, then got my sponge, lathered it up, sponged all myself down, washed all myself, scrubbed myself, and then again with more water, just literally throwing it over me. And had I not had a wet room, I don't know how that would have been possible. Like, if I just had like a shower cubicle, I would have to keep getting out, getting water, or lift a big bucket. But my sink is literally right next to where the shower is. It's literally so close that I just stood near where the shower bit is, where the drain is, and just threw water over me. So that's what I've been doing. So I actually feel like I have had a shower, which is great. I was going to say something else. What else was I going to say? I think I'm going to end this vlog here because I've got so much footage. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. So yeah, hopefully I can fit it all in for you guys. My vlogs are quite long, aren't they? Let me know if you prefer a longer vlog or a shorter vlog. Because obviously I'm quite new to like what I have vlogged in the past, but I'm kind of going hard at the moment. I just feel like I just want to share things and be with you guys. So yeah, why I'm feeling like that, why not? So yes, there's quite a bit of footage. Dinner was done, and my son and his friend really enjoyed it. They had seconds. My boys are always asking me to cook for their friends. Like, can my friend come over for dinner? Can my friend my oldest son, his friend lives around the corner, one of his friends, and whenever I cook like certain things, he's like, can I take a container, can I take a Tupperware to my friend, like, I won't say his name, but can I take a Tupperware to his house for him? And I'm like, go on then. Yeah, they're always asking me to cook for their friends, so yeah. But yeah, dinner's done, and I was going to do some washing today, but I thought I'd wait for them to come back from school and then I could do it all together. But my eldest Sion, he went to work for a few hours after school at my brother's barber's, so yeah, so he hasn't brought his uniform, so he went straight in his uniform, and then I think he took a change of clothes. So I didn't want to put the washing machine on without his stuff, otherwise I would have had his uniform left over. So I've got a white load and a dark load to do. Yeah, so I thought I'd wait till later on tonight or tomorrow to do the washing. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. I don't know what else. I've told you that I've got my new date, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I'm really excited. But I'm going to end this vlog here, and I will see you all in my next haul or my next vlog. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, take good care of yourself, and God bless. Mwah. Bye guys.